In this video, I'd like to talk about a unique word in the Hmong language and help give a broad understanding of how it's used and some of the context to which it is used in. And that word is Qaug, Qaug, Qaug. And that means to succumb to or to give into. So I have a few comparative examples, and hopefully by the end of looking at the different examples, you get an idea of what exactly the scope of the word is. This first example is che, che. So the word che is car, and the word again is to succumb to. That means car sick. So essentially, your body has given in to the windy roads of the car. It's a very colloquial saying in the sense, or you could say idiomatic, in that you wouldn't get the meaning out of it right by itself. But if you really think about it with this context, it makes sense. Che means to succumb to the driving of the car and therefore become sick. Now you can use that expression to mean sick from with any number of different words. For example, another example here, ngo, ngo, ngo. The word ngo is boat, so that'd be seasick. Again, it's not a literal translation. If you think of it literally, it would be as in to fall for, to give into, succumb to, and then the boat. But we understand that with the context, it means you become sick because, or your body has given into that waving, rocking motion. So you could use that with like any kind of a vehicle. At least the meaning would be understood, whether it's used regularly or not. But you can use that pretty much with anything like that. So another example where someone becomes sick, but it's not quite the same, is chua. Chua. So chua is medicine. This would mean literally to succumb to a medicine you're taking or to give into, to be made sick by. And really it's referring more to the side effects, right? Medicine is supposed to make us better, not worse. But often I've heard people say when they're being told about a medicine they're asked to take, they'll ask, like, will you have side effects from it? Will you have problems or sickness because of it? So that's a helpful phrase, or a helpful way of another perspective of looking at the word here. Very common one, chao. So this doesn't necessarily mean made sick by alcohol. Chao being alcohol or a type of white rice whiskey, but chao is also the general term for alcohol. But it means to be drunk. So in the sense that you succumb to it, in the sense that your body has succumbed to the effects of alcohol. You could use this with other types of drugs as well, or drugs as well. But in any case, that you get the idea. The body has succumbed to. Now, there's a couple more examples. These are not about being sick per se, but I think they help broaden the meaning of the word here. One of my favorites, xia or xielia. You could say in English it's comparable to the phrase to fall head over heels for someone, something. It doesn't always mean love. The little cartoon here is love, and it's one example. It could be that you've just, someone was very convincing. They have a lot of charm and charisma, and you believe everything they say in a positive way. Or perhaps in some cases in a negative way. But in any case, that means your heart essentially has given up completely to this person. My personal favorite, one last example, Qaug le Qaug. Qaug le Qaug. You can phrase this sentence a few different ways. This is just one example, but the basics of it is Qaug and then Qaug. Qaug is literally feces. This phrase then you could literally describe as to fall for their crap. But more as far as meaning based is to fall for the lives of somebody. You've completely fallen for whatever trick, whatever scheme that person or those people have come up with. It's probably a little bit less abrasive in Hmong, as I understand it, than it is in English to say fall for their crap. But in any case, Qaug le Qaug is a phrase that means you've been deceived, you've been duped, So hopefully some of those examples compared together, you get more of a gist of Qaug and how it's used. Feel free to leave more examples that you can think of in the comments section, and we can help build on each other's vocabulary. In any case, I enjoyed learning about this word, looking at different ways it can be used. I hope it helps. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.